All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are live at CCBC Essex Stadium for Game 2 of our doubleheader. The Cougars took Game 1. We're just about set. It's going to be Victor Feliz to start things off on the bump for the Knights, and leading off is Makai Thomas. First pitch swinging again, a liner to center, and that'll drop in for a base hit. So just as he did in Game 1, first pitch swinging, a base hit for the young right fielder.
Yeah, not wasting any time there was Thomas. Jumped all over the first pitch he saw. Got a single out of it.
That'll bring up Jet Manning to the plate. Micaiah Thomas, a leadoff single. The first pitch is strike one to Manning. Manning, the shortstop we mentioned in the first game, committed to West Virginia University next year. Here comes the second pitch. In the dirt. Good stop there by Hussar, who's playing behind the plate. Chase Montanez is on first base. Tony Valdez at second. At shortstop, Handy Rodriguez. Will Van Horn at third. It's Hussar behind the plate. Left field is going to be Nick Leone. Center field, Mitch Fife. And Corey Lewis in right to round out the defense for the Knights. Here's the 1-1 pitch, lined, and a bad play at that ball. Leon came in 2 steps, and it was 4 steps behind him all the way to the wall. They're going to send Thomas from first. Here comes the relay. Good throw by Rodriguez. Putting on the brakes is Thomas to stay at third. And with the double, the Cougars have second and third, nobody down. And this seems all too familiar, Byron.
Yeah, in the very last inning of the first game, the Cougars went on a roll there and scored 3 runs to extend that lead more and give them the 4-0 win in the first game of the series.
Alex Aristi will step up to the plate. Feliz sets, now the pitch. Curveball in there for a strike.
But I realize now you were referring to that first inning of the first game, Rocco, where Frederick had runners in scoring position with nobody out.
I was. Curveball, fouled away for strike 2. So ahead in the count is Feliz, 0-2. Arju waits on deck. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High, a good pitch, taken for a ball.
Yeah, definitely a good pitch there. Gotta change the eye level again, work it high and see what happens if you give them to chase it. Usually those ones in your eyes look really good.
1 ball, 2 strikes, the count to Aristi. Swung on, a long fly ball to left. Back is Leone, makes the catch. Tagging at third is Thomas, he'll score. So as bad a play as Leone made on that last ball, he made a great play. Good first move and hauls it in. It'll go down as a sac fly for Aristi as Thomas scores to make it 1-0.
Yeah, really good job there by Aristi getting that ball deep into left field. Leon made a jumping play and caught it, but unfortunately for him, he was not able to get the throw back in time to get.
Lewis leading things off here for the Knights.
And in the first game for Lewis, he was 1 for 3.
There's a shot up the middle coming in, making the catch. For the Cougars, making the catch was Aristi, 1 down.
And Lewis, as I said, was 1 for 3 in the first game with a single.
So Pearl will now eye up Jimmy Hussar. Ground ball to third. Across the diamond for the out is Fowler. Out number 2, and quickly there are 2 down for the Knights in the first inning.
Yeah, very quick. We've only seen 2 pitches so far here. Well, 3 so far in the bottom half of the first for Essex.
Pearl comes into this game, the lefty. He's got 11 appearances on the season. He's 5-2 with a 2.93 ERA. In 46 innings, he's given up 45 hits, 25 runs, 15 of them earned. He has 36 strikeouts against 22 walks. That first pitch was a ball taken by Fife. That one's outside, so 2 balls, no strikes to start off the at-bat to the Knights' number 1 hitter, 320 average coming into the doubleheader with 7 home runs, 33 RBI. Ground ball past the diving Manning and into left field. The Knights are on the board with their first hit of Game 2, coming off the bat of Mitch Fife.
Really solid hit there by Fife. Taking it that way. Taking it to the shortstop side of the field. Just got past the diving Manning. Now there's 1 out. There are 2 outs rather, and runner on first.
Rodriguez at the plate. Looks at the pitch high for ball 1. Handy Rodriguez playing shortstop for the Knights. We mentioned in Game 1 had a spectacular April after filling in for the injured Ben Miller. Batted .370. 7 RBI. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Weak grounder to short. Manning fielded. He'll go across the diamond to first base for the out. So that's the end of the inning for the Knights. Runner stranded. 1 hit, no runs, no errors. We go to the top of the second. All right, we're back live here from CCBC Essex Field. Top of the second inning, and here to tell you all about it is Byron Reed.
Thank you, Marco. Like you said, top half of the second inning here at CCBC Essex. Frederick has a 2-0 lead coming into it. First batter of the inning is going to be the catcher Tyler Robinson. Pitching for the Knights is Victor Feliz. As Feliz goes into his windup, first pitch of the inning. He's going to miss inside. Oh, late call there from the umpire. Strike 1.
Robinson, a freshman catcher out of Willow Street, Pennsylvania.
Second pitch of the at-bat from Feliz. That's also going to be a strike.
Oh, there's always make the broadcasts fun when you have a slight delay in the umpire.
I learned. Not doing that again. All right, so here we go. 0-2 from Feliz. Foul ball down the first base side. So we're going to do it again, 0-2. Robinson didn't play in the first game of our doubleheader.
No, he didn't, Byron. He comes in as a 3-5 hitter, though, in 26 at-bats this season.
That pitch misses high. We're going to be even at 2, or 1-2. Pitch from Feliz. That's going to miss inside.
And I think we were all waiting on it. Even looking at Robinson's face when he took it, he took a breath and held it as thinking the home plate umpire was going to ring him up.
Yeah, it was definitely close. Regardless, yeah, we're even at 2. Feliz with the pitch now. That's going to break outside of the zone and miss. Full count now to Tyler Robinson. 3-2.
Yeah, we saw a ton of those full counts in Game 1. See if Feliz can pick up where Franco Velasquez left off.
As this one's popped up to third base, Van Horn's coming in, making an adjustment. He made the catch, and that's the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you, for a second there, it looked like Van Horn didn't have it. Made that late adjustment, as you said, and was able to haul it in for the first out.
Yeah, it was definitely scary looking because it looked like he was under it, but maybe the ball got away from him at the very last second. He was able to adjust, though, and make the catch for the first out of the inning. Next up is second baseman Nick Furman. We saw him in the first of this doubleheader, as that one misses.
Just a bit in.
Bit inside there. Ball 1.
Furman in the first game did not have much luck against Velasquez. He was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, so I'm sure he's glad to see Velasquez on the bench for the second game here.
Yeah, I think if I were most of those hitters, I would agree with that statement, as this one also misses. This one's away, gets past the glove of Hussar.
So the first one misses high and in, the second one high and away, both making it back to the backstop. I'm thinking maybe you call a curveball here.
Yeah, get something low in the zone since the first 2 were up. Get something down here. This pitch from Feliz is going to catch the outside corner here, and that's going to be strike 1. So working his way back into the count is Feliz. He's down 2-1 in the count.
Furman, a right-handed hitter from Leesburg, Virginia.
Hitters count 2-1. Pitch to Furman. That's going to miss. Away and low. 3-1 now to Furman.
Fowler waits on deck, Byron.
Yeah, we saw him a little bit in that first game, but this pitch from Feliz is going to miss inside, and Furman is going to be walked in his first at-bat of this game.
Yeah, not what you want to do when you know this lineup can erupt at any time. So Fowler, he's the 8th place hitter, and this lineup could turn over very quickly as we saw last game. Let's hope the Knights can keep it under control here with 1 out. Maybe get another ground ball double play, which bailed him out in the first.
Yeah, Fowler came in as a defensive replacement for Thomas Gonzalez in the last game. He played first base. He didn't get an at-bat, though, in the game. By the time they got to him in the lineup, the game was pretty much over. Frederick walked out with the win. Runner on first. The pitch is bunted to Feliz. He's going to make the play over to first. Get the throw over to first in time. Sacrifice bunt is successful.
Well, trying to get an idea, get somewhere in the Cougars head coach Rodney Bennett's head. And I guess it's because it's your 8th place hitter with 1 down. You try and get the runner in scoring position for Lackey. We'll see if that turns out to be a winning experiment here. Runner at second and 2 down.
And it's still early in the game, so small ball is still definitely something you can do here. Feliz comes set. First pitch to Lackey is going to miss low for a ball.
And of course, as we look now, Lackey, left-handed hitter. Maybe we're matching up here. He likes the matchup with his lefty against Feliz, who's a righty.
Yeah, left-handed, most hitters usually have the advantage against righties. That pitch from Lackey is sent out into left field. It's going to get to the wall. Runner is going to score, and Lackey is in with the stand-up double. That was Furman who came around to score there on the hard-hit ball. Got past Leon and got to the wall.
Yeah, that was just a great piece of hitting from Lackey. So the mastermind, Bennett, his strategy works out. His young left fielder drives one over his counterpart's head for an RBI 2-out double. And the Cougars are up 3-0.
Yeah, very nice piece of hitting there from Lackey. Now they're back at the top of the lineup. It's Micaiah Thomas here.
Let's see if he takes a pitch.
He does indeed take it, Rocco, and it's a good thing he did because that's ball 1. They worked very, very fast here in the first 2 innings, wasting no time getting through the lineup. We're in the second inning, and already we're back to the top of the lineup. they're going to get their second look at Feliz. This one also, that's strike.
Yeah, you got to go Mississippi's. You have to say one Mississippi in your head, and then the umpire will make the call. For Lackey Byron, that was his 9th double of the season, and his 14th run batted in.
Exactly what you want. Guys that can drive in runs all over the lineup. As Thomas chases that one there, and he's going to fall behind in the count now, 1-2.
Yeah, from every indication we had in game one, not a pitch that you would figure Thomas would chase, so he had to be
looking for something else.
Yeah, definitely. He was definitely fooled on that one. Not sure what he was looking for. In the hole now, 1-2.
The 1-2 pitch, Feliz checks on second. Didn't get fooled that time, but the ball gets by Hussar. As a result, Lackey's going to move up to third base.
Yeah, Hussar really caught in no man's land there. He turned the glove over, tried to get just the glove out there and a bit of an ole. And like I said, in no man's land, I'm not sure even if he would have dropped down in the customary blocking position, would he have been able to get his body on that ball.
So counts even at 2. There's 2 outs. And Lackey's sitting on third. Micaiah Thomas is up at the plate with the 2-2 count.
And Thomas was 2 for 4 in the first game, a run scored, 2 stolen bases.
And he had a solid day.
And we're going to have an umpires conference here, not sure what's going on.
Yeah, we'll try and relay the information when and if we get it, once we figure out what's going on here. All right, and it looks like we are back and ready to play ball again. 2-2 count to Micaiah Thomas.
That's what they were talking about. We must have missed a pitch there, Byron. It's 3-2 is the count.
Okay. 3-2 to Micaiah Thomas here.
All three of us, actually. Scoreboard operator, you, me, umpires, apparently.
And that's popped up there. Looks like it's going to be trouble out there on the run. So that's Valdez coming in and make the play, and the inning is over. So, before we start the bottom half of the second inning, the Cougars managed to get a run across with an RBI by Lackey. So it's 3-0 Frederick heading into the bottom half of the second inning. We are back here at CCBC Essex. Byron Reed alongside Rocco Jeppe here, bottom half of the second inning, and the Knights trail 3-0. Frederick scored 2 in the first and got 1 in the top half of the second inning. Stepping in to lead off things for the Knights, number 14, the first baseman this time, Chase Montanez, as he works against Doug Pearl. Pearl's first pitch of the at-bat. He's going to catch the corner there, outside corner for strike 1. Montanez played catcher in the last game. Now he's playing first base.
Montanez went 1 for 3 in game 1. And the appeal to first is Montanez didn't go. Count evens at 1 there, Byron.
Yeah, it seems like the Frederick guys were saying, yeah, he went. But umpires have final say over here, and 1-1 is the count to Montanez as left-hander Pearl delivers. That's going to miss outside, 2-1.
Montanez makes his home. He's a native of Orlando, Florida, graduate of East River High School.
Pitching to Montanez. That one also misses. So 3-1 count now to Montanez. Doing a good job working the count, seeing some pitches.
Robinson on that play, the catcher, doing his best job to present that to the umpire. I thought he was going to get the call there. It was a pretty good job.
Yeah, did a really good frame job. I thought he was as well. That one's popped up by Montanez. Play out there is made by Thomas as he calls off everyone.
Yeah, it was a long run for Thomas. That ball was caught out in, shallow right center field, but more toward the second base side of things. And he had to come a long way.
He really did, and I thought that Freeman was going to make the play on that one. But good job by Thomas, taking control, calling everyone off, making the catch.
Oh.
That first pitch is going to catch the bottom half of the zone there to Mike Fisher. He's going to be behind in the count, 0-1.
That was a great pitch. That ball started out in the left-hander's batter's box and broke right over the plate.
And that ball's going to be grounded to Furman over at second. Takes his time, throw over there. 2 outs. Scored 4-3. As Fisher grounds out to Furman, who throws it over to Harju for the second out of the inning. Now stepping in is Tony Valdez. We didn't see him in the last game. He's playing second base for the Knights, coming in with a .213 average. First pitch from Pearl to Valdez. It's going to miss low for a ball.
Valdez, another night from Orlando. He comes in with a home run, 9 RBI, on-base percentage of .344, Byron, so hopefully he can work a little 2-out magic here.
Yeah, they're definitely going to need to get something going here. Try to get their bench pumped up. Second pitch from Pearl. That one's also going to miss low. 2-0 count now in favor of Valdez. Gets the sign. Pitch from Pearl. This one's going to get the call.
I like that approach. 2 balls, no strikes, perfect hitter's count. Valdez trying to work the count here, trying to get something he wants.
Yep, you got to find a spot that you like, and he still hasn't found it yet, as it's going to be a 3-1 count now as that one misses low and outside.
Now I would hope Valdez does the same thing here. Good hitter's count, but it's got to be your pitch. If it's not your pitch, let it go by.
3-1 pitch. Shot. Gonna get through and find.
Oh, that got by Thomas.
And it got by Thomas. Thomas making a run for it. Meanwhile, Valdez is on his way to third. He's gonna get all the way to third. Throw is cut off, but Valdez is gonna get into third with a stand-up triple. That is exactly what you want to see. Like you were talking, there's a good hitter's count, and made him pay for it. That ball was hit hard. It got past Furman and got past the glove of Thomas. Not sure what's happened out there. But regardless, Valdez is in prime position here for Nick Leon, the left fielder.
Yeah, officially that's going to go down as a single and a 2-base error, as that ball should have been corralled by Thomas.
That's going to be a strike there to Leon.
So Leon, a good opportunity here to get the Knights on the board.
And with 2 outs here, make something happen, Leon. As that one's going to be foul tip back into the catcher's glove for an 0-2 count. So Leon behind here quickly with 2 outs and a runner on third. Time is now called.
Got to be clutch here. Leon wants to make up for that run he let up in the first inning with the mental error or physical error also coming in on that ball that was shot over his head. Swung on and missed.
Sure, and Pearl sits him down on strikes. So that's going to do it for the second inning. With all the good work the Knights did getting a runner in the scoring position on the play by Valdez, it's going to amount to a whole lot of nothing here as they strand one. We're going to head to the third inning. Still, Frederick leads 3-0. Welcome back to CCBC Essex. Giving you the call for the third inning is Rocco Jeppy.
All right, thank you, Byron. It looks like Risty is going to lead things off for the Cougars. Or is it Manning? And I missed something on my playbook. Yep.
It's Manning.
I marked it down too low. Look at that. Hey.
It happens, right?
I'll give one since you gave one earlier. I'll give up one of the secrets here. So Manning, he doubled his first time up in the first inning. First pitch is in there for a called strike.
Yeah, you can bet he's going to want to continue his early success and probably get another double here to lead off the inning.
Manning waits in the left-hander's batter's box. Here's the pitch from Feliz. High for a ball. Count evens at 1.
And we've seen so far a few things from Feliz, getting himself ahead and then working his way back behind batters.
That one's fouled off straight back and down to the Essex turf field. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Manning out of Haymarket, Virginia, went to Battlefield High School. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Manning. Pitch is inside and too tight. Count evens at 2.
It's a good thought there by Feliz, working it back inside, trying to brush him off the plate a little bit. It's Manning standing kind of close, but you gotta be able to work inside as a pitcher.
So the count even at 2. Feliz goes into his windup. Now the pitch. Inside with the curveball. Did it get him? Nobody got the umpire on the right hand. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Makes a good throw out there, somewhat. We'll give benefit of the doubt, though. Take a shot in the hand on that one.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy Hussar, he's got to know the unwritten rule. I mean, he's supposed to head out there and talk to Feliz, give the umpire some time to, get himself right. I mean, it was in the hand, so you can't say walk it off.
Yeah, shake it off a little bit, if you will.
Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled straight back and got a piece of the umpire again there, I think.
Guys should have taken a beating here early on, but Manning doing a good job fouling off pitches, staying in the at-bat.
The lefty will dig back in. He's kind of in the middle of that batter's box, about 8 inches away from the batter's box line. Here's the pitch, and it's going to be a foul ball, so we'll have the 3-2 count for a third time, and at least an 8-pitch at bat here for Manning.
Yeah, tough pitch there. Another one to foul off. In on the hands. Got jammed a little bit, but a good job to fight through it and live to fight another day. Another pitch.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Third time the charm. Ball 4. So Manning on again for the second time in as many at-bats in Game 2.
And he did a good job working the count there. Fought off some tough pitches. Got a walk as a result.
And that'll bring up Aristi. Aristi had the sac fly RBI in the first inning to get the scoring going for the Cougars. They would add on then, and another run in the second. That's where we stand, 3-0 Cougars. Here's the pitch. Fouled back for strike 1.
I was just going to say Manning has a pretty nice sized lead over there at first. I'd expect him to be moving.
Yeah, Hussar behind the plate. Very good defensive and technical catcher. Waiting for the arm to come around a little bit more, but he is a good option back here as that one is belted to right center field, and it's gonna get out of here. Home run. Aristi put a shock into that one, and it just clears the fence in right center field. It's now a 5-0 game.
Really great piece of hitting there by Aristi. Got one he could do something with. It was where he wanted it, and he drove it out of here.
For Aristi, his 6th home run of the season, 35th RBI. And like I said, it's now 5-0 Cougars.
And that's definitely going to give Frederick some momentum here as they're all excited over there on the bench.
That'll bring up Harju.
Got to be excited of seeing something like that.
Yeah, wind or no wind, that ball was driven.
Yeah, he put a charge into it for sure.
Straight back to us for strike one.
They're hitting the ball hard. I mean, they've come out and really done a number on Feliz early on in the game.
Harju in that first game officially was 0 for 1 as he fouls this one into the Knights dugout. Officially 0 for 1 with a walk and a sacrifice RBI. Now behind in the count, no balls, 2 strikes.
Got to protect anything close here, does Harju. Let's see what happens as the 0-2 pitch.
In there for a called strike 3, 1 down.
Beautiful pitch there by Feliz, bouncing back after giving up the 2-run blast. Really good job collecting yourself and coming back with the strikeout.
Good aggressiveness there by Feliz. That'll bring up Gonzalez, the designated hitter for the Cougars this afternoon in Game 2. Feliz winds, now the pitch. High for ball 1.
Gonzalez in his first at-bat grounded into a 5-4-3 double play to end the inning. There's nobody on, so that's not going to happen.
Not this time. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Bounces it outside for ball 2. Action in the Knights bullpen. I believe that is Brian LeBoy waiting for confirmation. That one's fouled straight back and over our heads. Strike 1, 2 balls, 1 strike.
He's got to find something he likes here. He's in a good hitter's count. And with the way they've been hitting so far, you see something you like, take a whack at it, young man.
So here comes Feliz's 2-1 delivery. Curveball hit up the middle. Fly ball center field. Fife coming in on it. Makes the catch for out number 2.
Good job there by Fife charging the ball and getting there in time to make the catch for the second out of the inning.
Tyler Robinson to the plate. He popped out to the third baseman Van Horn, his last at bat in the second inning. If you're just joining us, Cougars 5-0 lead, top of the third. Swung on and missed for strike 1.
Good job there by Feliz, pumping the fastball by him, getting ahead.
Here's the 0-1. I guess that was too low. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, I think we were all waiting for that hand to go up, signal for that second strike of the at-bat.
Feliz stands stoic, now goes into his wind-up the pitch. Fouled away, strike 2. Furman waits on deck. He would be next should Robinson get on.
Yeah, just a bit late on that pitch there. As you saw it go to the right field side. Good job there pitching, though, by Feliz. Maybe caught him a little off guard there with that last pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Feliz, he's ready, winds, and delivers. High and outside, ball 2.
Doing a good job here is Robinson at that bat. Just, again, seeing some tough pitches, fouling off some tough ones.
Curveball hit back up the middle. Feliz snags it. Throw to first, and that'll end the inning, but not before the Cougars score 2 more runs, this time on a 2-run blast by Alex Aristi, and they lead it 5-0 heading into the bottom of the third. All right, we are back as Will Van Horn will lead things off for the Knights. Here's the first pitch from Pearl. Low and outside for ball one.
And Van Horn in the first game went 0 for 2 with a ground out and a strikeout, so looking to have a better second game than he did in the first one.
Outside again, low. 2 balls, no strikes. Van Horn trying to get on base here, make something happen for the Knights in the third inning. High and away. Seems to be pitching around Van Horn. He's afraid of him. Yeah, Lewis waits on deck.
And that's strange considering he's your number 9, the number 9 hitter in their offense.
And 4 straight balls to start off the third inning. He walks the 9th place hitter Van Horn, and that'll bring up Corey Lewis to the plate.
Lewis in his first appearance flew out to center field, so definitely looking to try and make something happen here. Runner on first now, no outs after the walk.
Fowler even with the bag. Harju holding on Van Horn. Again, out of the strike zone, ball 1 to Lewis. That's 5 straight to start the inning. Don't be surprised to see Lewis lay down a bunt. I know it's 5-0. This team's very aggressive when it comes to the small ball. The 1-0 delivery. In there for a called strike.
I didn't agree with that call either, Rocco. That's why we're over here, though, and not behind the catcher.
1 ball, 1 strike. Offering is outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. Dancing at first base is Van Horn, trying to get the attention of the young southpaw for the Cougars.
Lefties usually have a quicker pickoff move, though. Be careful over there.
Slide step, that one saws him off. It was a wood bat. It would have broken to second base. Over to first base is Furman for the out. Moving up is Van Horn to second base, 1 down.
Yeah, tough pitch there. Got him to, like you said, saw it off there to second, and Furman did a good job of making the play to get that out, to get the first out of the inning there.
Here's Hussar. Hussar grounded out to the third baseman Fowler his last time up. That was on the first pitch of the at-bat, so you'd hope he sees more pitches this time. There's a shot into left center field. He put a charge into that one, giving chase. Are the Cougar outfielders Lackey and Artis? It falls in there. Coming around to score is Van Horn, and into second base with an RBI double is Hussar.
Very nice piece of hitting there by Hussar, making him pay for walking Van Horn earlier in this inning, as they now get the first run of the game, and now they can start to build on that.
I guess he didn't listen to me. That was the first pitch as well.
Sometimes you see the first pitch in a bat and you like it, you got to give it a ride. Exactly what he did there.
So the Knights are on the board. It's 5-1. Cougars still lead it. That'll bring up Fife. Good late breaking curveball for strike 1.
Yeah, really good pitch. Like you said, had some late break to it. Getting ahead early in the count. Good job.
Fife is ready. Pearl sets. High. Now the pitch. Ground ball into the 5-5 hole. Up with it is Manning. The throw pulls the first baseman Harju off, and he is going to be safe. Moving over to third is Hussar. Fife down to first. First and third, 1 down. That'll bring up Rodriguez.
Rodriguez last time grounded out to Manning. So it's definitely going to be interesting here to see what happens with this at bat.
Here's the pitch. That one's going to kick away. Coming home to score is Hussar. Fife, he's on his horse. He's going to go to third. And no throw. Good heads-up base running by Fife. Hussar scores from third. It's now 5-2.
Getting back in this game now. Frederick's helping them. But you know what? If you're Essex, you'll take runs any way you can get them at this point. Very good job there. Heads-up base running all around.
So with Fife at third, 1 ball, no strikes to Rodriguez. He grounded out to the shortstop his last time up. You'll take that here because they want to get the out. Cougars pitching coach out to have a word with his young left-handed pitcher.
Yeah, and you'll trade it out for a run if you're Essex. Cut that lead to 2.
So we'll step aside for just a second. We'll be right back with the conclusion of the third. So now we're set. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, curveball, in there for a called strike. One ball, 1 strike. Pearl comes set. Now the pitch. Low and outside. 2 balls and a strike.
Doing a good job of working the count here is Rodriguez.
The pitch, ground ball, up the middle. Through. Furman couldn't get it. And an RBI single for Rodriguez.
Very nice piece of hitting there for Rodriguez. Finding a way to sneak that past the glove of Furman there at second. RBI, and now it's just a 2-run ball game.
For Rodriguez, his 8th RBI of the season. The Knights, like you said, pulled within 2. It's now 5-3 Cougars. Montanez steps to the plate.
Seen a lot more runs in this game combined than we saw in the last one, Rocco.
Yes, we do. So far, curveball in there for a strike.
Yeah, just in these first 3 innings alone, we've seen more runs than the last game. Last game ended 4-0.
Yeah, very much a pitcher's duel for the first 6 innings. Pearl comes set. Now the pitch, curveball in the dirt, but swung on and missed by Montanez. It's now no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, I don't know if you got a good look at that one as it came out of the pitcher's hand. But it was a good pitch, though, by Pearl as he got him to chase, got Montanez to do exactly what he wanted him to do.
They'll try and go after him here. 0-2. Outside. Now, you don't want to do that if you're Robinson. I understand wanting to present the ball for the umpire in a way to get the better call. But when that ball's in the left-hander's batter's box, you don't bring it back over 1.5 feet to try to get the strike call.
More times than not, it's not going to work anyway.
Here's a 1-2. Ground ball. High hopper to Manning at short. He takes the second short hop. Throw. And he's going to be out at first base. I thought that Harju came off a little early. In any case, he is called out. It'll go 6-3 on the putout. Rodriguez to second base, but now there were 2 down.
Good piece of hitting there, though, regardless. Even though you grounded out to short, you still move Rodriguez over to second. There's 2 outs in the inning, but they've got a chance to make it a 1-run game here.
So here's Fisher with a chance to get the 2-out RBI. Swings and fouls off the first pitch.
And in the first at-bat for Fisher, he grounded out to second base after seeing only 1 pitch.
Pearl stands in. Sets. Now the pitch. Curveball in there for a strike. So 0-2 the count now.
Yeah, very quickly Fisher in the 0-2 hole here after watching that curveball drop in the strike zone.
Look for something on the outer portion of the plate. That's my guess. The lefty has a good late-breaking curveball when he wants to use it. Here comes the pitch. There's the curveball, and he doesn't get the call. That ball broke a little bit too early and stays low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Valdez is on deck. He would be next if Fisher could reach.
I'm sure he's dying to reach base somehow. Better if he can get the RBI at least.
That one outside, it would have hit the batter had he been left-handed. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the third inning. Knights trail 5-3.
Like offense, this is a very exciting start to a ball game here.
Pearl's ready. Now the 2-2. Curveball fouled off. Fisher got a piece of it to stay alive. It remains 2-2.
Tough pitch there. Fisher to foul off. Barely got a piece of that one, but he's going to stay alive and see another one here in this big at-bat.
Knights fans, don't forget you can check us out at ccbcessexknights.com or follow us on Twitter at CCBC Essex Sports for all the news and notes on your favorite Knights programs. 2 balls and a strike will do it for the second time. Here's the pitch. Curveball fouled away by Fisher. Rodriguez was going on a delayed, I don't want to call it a steal because I don't see him stealing third base in this situation, but on a delayed run. Maybe a late run-in hit.
Yeah, definitely don't want to steal. Try to steal third with 2 outs.
But we'll do it again here for the third time. Fisher waiting for Pearl to deliver. He does. Outside, called strike 3. Can't look at that borderline pitch. It was close. Not sure if I would have called it a strike, but the umpire did. So that'll end the third inning for the Knights. But they get 3 on 3 hits. And we go to the top of the fourth. It's Cougars 5, Knights 3. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live here at CCBC Essex, and there's a pitching change for the Knights. Starter Victor Feliz has been lifted after 3 innings. He gave up 5 earned runs on 4 hits, had a strikeout, and he gives way to Brian LeBoy. This will be his 14th appearance. In his first 13 appearances, he's 0-1 in 23 1/3 inning, 31 hits, 29 earned runs. Kind of on the wrong side of the walk-to-strikeout ratio. He has 25 walks, 20 strikeouts, giving up 3 home runs, and is pitching to an 11.19 ERA. So the Knights looking to get a little bit of relief here out of LeBoy. Try and keep the Cougars off the scoreboard. To tell you all about it, here's my partner, Byron Reed.
Thank you, Rocco. We are here in the 4th inning, top of the 4th at CCBC Essex. Frederick is at bat. Stepping in is Nick Furman, second baseman, for his second appearance. First time up, he walked. Now he's seeing a new pitcher in Brian LeBoy. Let's see how it goes as the first pitch of the inning. It's going to be a ball.
Bounce that one in there. Not the way you want to see him start off his appearance here.
Yeah, definitely threw me off there, but ball 1, 1-0 pitches away, and that's, you're going to get an appeal down to first, and the umpire's going to say no, he did not go, so it's going to be a 2-0 count to Furman. First 2 pitches have been low from LeBoy. Let's see where this third one goes, as there it is. This one's also low, and it's going to miss as well, 3-0. Not what you want to see.
Definitely not. Not in a 2-run game. You just worked your way back and had a 3-run inning.
This pitch is also going to miss, and it's going to get by Hussar. Furman is running, he's rounding, but not going to go anywhere after. So, a 4-pitch walk to start the inning. That's Furman's second walk of the game. And stepping in next for the Cougars is third baseman Ryan Fowler. Fowler sacrifice bunted the last at bat. Strike one from LeBoy. Good job bouncing back after throwing 4 straight balls to Furman and getting that walk to start the inning. LeBoy from the stretch here checks the runner. Another bunt there. This one is also going to be a successful sacrifice as Fowler does his job for the second time. Furman moves over to second on the sacrifice bunt. And coming in with an RBI situation here is Braden Lackey, the left fielder for Frederick.
And Lackey delivered the last time up. He was given this opportunity. Last time it was with 2 down, now with 1 down and a runner on second. In the second inning, 2 down and runner on second. He doubled him home.
And he's looking to do that again here as the pitch from LeBoy is grounded to third. It stays fair. Check back. Throw over by Van Horn.
Good play by Van Horn. Not only did he make the play at first base, but he checked the runner. He got Furman to get back to second base, gunned it across in time to get the out.
Yeah, really good play there all around. Good fundamental baseball. Checking the runner back, making the good solid throw over. 2 outs in the inning, and up steps Micaiah Thomas, top of the lineup here for Frederick. First pitch is going to get Van Horn making a diving play. Throw over to first.
Oh, good stretch by Montanez.
Got him. Good stretch by Montanez, making the play and ending the inning. So, after that interesting first half of the inning, Frederick goes down without getting any runs on a walk. We'll be back with the bottom half of the 4th inning. Frederick still leading 5-3. We're back here at CCBC Essex Field, where in the top half of the 4th inning, Frederick had a chance to score after a sac bunt, but they couldn't get anything to happen. So now Essex comes up in their half of the 4th inning. Leading off for them is Tony Valdez.
Fowler creeping in from third.
First pitch to Valdez misses outside, ball 1.
Not sure what they think there. Now Fowler takes a few steps back. I don't know if they thought he was going to bunt.
Had to be thinking about it at least. But this one's also going to miss outside. 2-0 count to Valdez. In his first at bat, he got to third, but it was by way of an error in right field from Micaiah Thomas. The ball got past him. Valdez got the third as a result. Third pitch to the at bat also misses to Valdez.
See, if I was the coach right here, what I would do is I would tell Valdez to flip the bat upside down, have the barrel in his hands. That way he had no thoughts whatsoever about swinging here.
Yeah, just don't even swing at this one. 3-0. He's going to catch the inside corner for strike 1. But count still in Valdez's favor here. It's 3-1. Pearl pitch. This one's going to be strike 2.
And that's on that lower part of the zone. A very borderline call. This time it goes Pearl's way.
Yeah, but at this stage of the at-bat, even if it is borderline, I'd let that go more times than not. Pitch to the at-bat. Valdez swings through it, and that's going to be the first out of the inning as Valdez goes down on strikes.
Good job by Pearl to battle back, using the count to his advantage, actually. Coming back in that count in the strike zone as well to his advantage.
Yeah, very good piece of pitching there from Pearl. Just saying that 3 times fast. Now up to bat. The second time is Nick Leon. He struck out in his first at-bat. First pitch of this at-bat is going to miss outside. Strike or ball 1.
Leon from Miami, Florida, by way of Felix Varela High School.
Getting some time here.
On this Knights championship team last season, they had a Felix Varela alum, Kyle Gertz. Played some third base and left field for the Knights.
Second pitch of the at-bat is going to be a strike. Counts back even at 1 to Leon. Trying to rebound from that first strikeout in his first appearance of the day here.
Late breaker.
Second pitch is third pitch is going to be fouled out to first base side. Count's going to be 1-2 to Leon. Gives the count to everybody. Pearl is ready. It's fouled off. We'll do it again. 1-2. Leon rubbing some dirt on his hands, trying to get a better grip of the bat here. Shorten up the swing and protect here. That's a 1-2 count to Leon. Pitch from Pearl. Leon chases it. He's going to swing through it and miss. Throw down to first, and there's the out.
The strikeout from Pearl. It goes 2-3 on the putout.
Yeah, good job there by Robinson back there. Blocking the ball, preventing it from getting by him, stopping it in front of him, picking it up and firing it over to first for that second out of the inning. Third batter of the inning is Will Van Horn, third baseman. He walked in his last appearance. First pitch grounded, third base side, foul. Counts 0-1 to Van Horn. He saw 4 straight balls in his last plate appearance. Pitch from Pearl now. This was going to miss high. 1-1 now is the count. One's ready, the 1-1 pitch. It's going to miss the outside corner. And it's going to be a 2-1 count now to Van Horn. Does a good job of letting that pitch go there. 2-1 pitch. Swung through and missed. So the count's going to be even at 2 now, as Pearl forced Van Horn to swing through the last one.
Got to be clutch here. Keep the inning going.
2-2 pitch is going to miss way outside. So he got on top of that pitch there, and it's going to be a full count to Van Horn. 3-2. There's 2 outs on the inning, trying to keep the inning alive here for the Knights.
And you can hear the wind has made its comeback here to CCBC Essex Field.
I thought we had beat. 3-2 is popped. It's going to get out of play, and we'll do the 3-2 again.
It's the one drawback of this field being down. It kind of sits in a bowl area, right, in the outfield past the fences, and from right field all the way over almost a straightaway center field, or it's on the hills, and then it starts to flatten out little by little.
That pitch has popped up, and it's going to get out of play again. So Van Horn is in a battle here with Pearl with 2 outs in the inning, fighting off some tough 3-2 pitches here. It's exactly what you want. Make him throw a lot of pitches, and eventually you'll find one you can do something with here. As we're all set for another 3-2 pitch. Curveball is going to miss high, and for the second time today, Van Horn is going to walk down to first base and get on. 2 outs now, back to the top of the lineup, Corey Lewis.
Van Horn seen 14 pitches in his 2 at-bats, doing a good job today of not being overly aggressive, waiting for it to come to him. And if it doesn't, he'll take the free pass. That helps your OBP.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And, compared to that first game where he went over 2 and didn't really see a lot of pitches, or at least didn't see a lot of pitches in terms of strikes and balls anyway. This is a good thing for him. Like I said, get the OBP up and everything. That first pitch to Lewis was a ball. So it's a 1-0 count to Lewis here. Van Horn with the lead off first.
That was a good curve.
That curveball is going to catch the corner there. It's going to be even at 1 now. Curveball's got some nice movement on it from Pearl. Pitch now, another curveball here, back to back. This one's going to miss the zone, and it's going to be a 2-1 count now.
Yeah, that one kind of bent around the plate. I was watching the umpire's right arm, waiting for him to call that. He got the call right there. It broke very late. 2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1, good hitters count now to Corey Lewis, as he has Will Van Horn on first base with 2 outs.
Watch for the run and hit.
Pitch from Pearl. Lewis swings through it, misses. 2-2 count.
Excuse me, Byron. That was a good example of a nice off-speed pitch in, like you said, a hitter's count. He was looking fastball, and he probably got a 75-mile-per-hour off-speed pitch.
This one's also going to miss, so it's going to be another full count here.
Van Horn will be on the move as the ball is released. He won't get as much of a jump because Pearl being a left-handed pitcher, but he'll still get a running start.
Now let's see what happens here with this full count pitch. 3-2. Lewis swings through it, and that's going to be another strikeout for Pearl. Lewis goes down on strikes, and that's going to do it for this inning. Essex still trails 5-3. We'll be back with the top of the 5th inning.
Top of the 5th inning, Rocco Jeppe back here with you alongside Byron Reed as that first pitch from the boys inside to Manning. It's 5-3. Cougars lead it. The boys pitch. Inside again. Ball 2. That's how he started off the 4th inning.
I was just going to say exactly how he started out the 4th, giving up the 4-pitch walk.
Ground ball to first. Montanez bobbles it, but now he'll take it himself. Gingerly walks over, steps on the bag with his right foot for out number 1.
play there by Montanez, not letting the ball get away from him. And stepping on first for the first out of the inning.
Now Risty will step to the plate his last time it up. Blasted one just to the left field side of center field, rather, I should say. A 2-run shot. He put the Cougars ahead at that point, 5-0. Now he stands in. His team's lead is down to 2. Curveball to start him off. Good pitch selection by LeBoy and the Knights there. Try and speed up the bat of Aristi.
Yeah, really good pitch there, especially after giving up a home run in the last at bat. You want to get him thinking off speed.
That one's inside. It hits him square in the back. To answer your question, those you sitting at home, no, I don't think that was on purpose because he hit a home run the last time. 1, because he hit it off of Feliz, and 2, you literally could see the angle of LeBoy's hand as he was releasing that ball. He was trying to get on top of that curveball. It's one of the benefits of sitting behind home plate. In any case, it is a hit batter. Aristi down to first, and Harju will step up to the plate with 1 down.
And Harju got a single in his first at-bat and struck out looking in his last appearance.
Unfortunately, he just got a face full of infield dirt right there as the wind kicked up again.
Having a rough day over here, everyone, with this dirt and wind, man.
First pitch is a ball. LeBoy the pitch. In there for a called strike, low and in, he gets the call. 1 ball, 1 strike. Aristi at first.
And we've seen that pitch be called the majority of times so far in this one.
LeBoy steps off. Some action in the Knights bullpen waiting to get confirmation as the Knights bullpen is about 360 feet. That one gets away from Husar. Moving up is Aristi. He makes the turn at second. And he'll move up 90 feet on the wild pitch. 2 balls, 1 strike to Harju.
Yeah, that's unfortunate there. You're pitching really well, and then that happens. But the important thing is to not let it get to you. Just bounce back here and get the out.
2-1. Warming in the bullpen is Brian Vietas for the Knights. Curveball sticks the inside corner. So that's how we have to do things, Byron. When we almost make a mistake, we turn it around to use another word. There's a lot of words in that dictionary and thesaurus we can use.
Very true. Very true, Rocco.
I say that tongue-in-cheek. Curveball ripped into left field for a base hit. They're going to send Aristi from third. Here's the throw. Cut off. The relay is not in time, and it is 6-3 Cougars. RBI single for Harju.
Nice piece of hitting there by Harju, driving it into the left field gap there. Getting that run in and getting himself on base. Keeping the inning going as well.
For Harju, his second RBI of the game. He had an RBI single in the first. 6-3 Cougars. Pitch is grounded into the leg of Gonzalez. 1 strike.
You know, I played baseball for a long time, and I never once did that.
Oh, yeah, it hurts.
I guess I was lucky. I never did that.
There's no doubt about it. And I was a catcher as well, but one of the most painful things I've ever done is ground a ball into my ankle. I know why these guys wear those pads and look like, well, knights when they step up to the plate. Here's the 0-1 pitch from LeBoy. Outside, a good backhanded stab by Husar. 1 ball and a strike. Robinson, the catcher, is on deck. He would be next. LeBoy looking for a double play here to get out of the inning. Minimal damage. He sets. Now the pitch. Long fly ball into left field. Back on it is Leon. Still going back, and it's gone. That ball just kept carrying. The wind pushing it the entire way. And for the second time in this game, a 2-run homer for the Cougars. It's now 8-3.
The wind picked up as soon as the ball was hit, and I was thinking to myself, that's getting out of here. And sure enough, it did. Very nice piece of hitting there by Gonzalez with a little assist from the wind, but they'll take it any way they can get it. That extends the lead.
He put it up into the jet stream. Good piece of hitting there. Got the barrel on the ball and hits a 2-run shot Robinson will be the next one up. All right, we're going to have a pitching change, so we'll step aside and we'll be back to give you more information on Brian Vietas when we return. So we're back live here at CCBC Essex Field. In for the Knights to pitch is Brian Vietas. You can close the book on Brian LeBoy. LeBoy gave up 3 runs, all of them earned. Vietas is set to go. He goes into the windup. The pitch is low and in the dirt. Ball 1. Byron, for Vietas, this is his 8th appearance of the season.
Yep, it is his 8th appearance of the season. He comes in with a 9.35 ERA, giving up 40 hits, 36 runs, 27 of those earned, 19 walks to 18 strikeouts. He's only given up 2 home runs so far on the season.
There's strike 1, 2 balls and a strike. All that in 26 innings pitched. He's being asked to come into this game and keep things where it is. The Knights trail by 5 for the second time of this game.
Yeah, he's just playing damage control.
Fly ball, shallow right field. Incoming Lewis. Out goes Valdez to make the over-the-shoulder catch for the second out.
Yeah, Vietas coming in here just trying to play damage control, making sure things don't get more out of hand and keep the Knights somewhat within reach in this game.
That'll bring the Cougars second baseman Nick Furman up to the plate. Furman, no official at-bats. He's got 2 walks today and a run scored. Steps in there from the right-hander's batter's box. Lines that one right back up the middle, nearly taking off Vietas' shoulder. And for the 7th time this afternoon, a base hit for the Cougars.
A solid piece of hitting there, driving it right back up the middle. That's exactly what you want to see if you're a hitting coach. That makes you very proud. Means you're right on the ball.
That'll bring up Fowler. 2 sacrifices today. Bunts back to the pitcher. I'm willing to bet. I'm just going to throw it out there. I don't think he will be bunting this time.
Yeah, I don't see that happening either, especially with 2 outs in the inning.
Swung on and missed inside fastball. No balls and a strike. Vietas peers in. Checks Furman at first. Now he comes set. The pitch. Curveball in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Knights currently scheduled to play Lehigh Carbon here at home. And looking at the weather forecast, that game might get rained out. They're also scheduled Saturday to go to College of Southern Maryland, which could, as we see a swinging strike, 1 ball, 2 strikes. If the Knights can't come back here Saturday's game at Southern Maryland could decide whether or not the Knights, the defending Region 20 Division II champions, will qualify for the postseason.
Yeah, and when you're at this stage in the season and you're still in the hunt for that last slot to get into the tournament, all these games are really, really important. And losing that first one today definitely hurt. But if they can figure out a way to survive and win a few games here down the home stretch and sneak into the playoffs, they have a chance to make some noise and defend their title.
High for ball 3, 3 balls, 2 strikes. And after that loss in game 1, the Knights are now 4-9 in the division. They are ahead of only Southern Maryland, who is 3-11 in the division. So the Knights cannot fall out of the 8th spot today, but a big game coming up, big set. Called strike 3 will end the inning.
That's exactly why you wait for the call from the umpire. They'll think you're showing him up.
So 3 runs on 2 hits, and at the end of 4.5, it's Cougars 8, Knights 3. Back here from CCBC Essex, it's Rocco Jeppy alongside Byron Reed, bottom of the 5th. Leading things off for the Knights is Jim Hussar, the catcher. Jimmy had an RBI double his last time up. He's 1 for 2 today. Takes a first pitch, called strike. Defensive change for the Cougars into the game. Coming in to catch is Eric Dressler. We saw him in game 1, so he'll be the backstop, presumably for the rest of the way, as Hussar swings and misses for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, he chased that last one. Not a fan of the swing there, but sometimes it happens. Regardless, down in the count 0-2.
Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed. He got his man for the strikeout. Strikeout number 6 for Pearl. That'll bring Fife to the plate.
In the past 2 games, we've seen some really good pitching from Frederick. With Rudis last game and now Pearl. They've got some solid pitching on their team.
Fife comes up to the plate with 1 down. He singled his first 2 trips to the plate today, and he's got a run scored. Takes that one high and away for ball 1. Here's Pearl's second delivery. Curveball, fouled. Fife tried to wait on it. Wasn't able to do so. Evens the count at 1.
Yeah, Fife doing a good job here early in the count. Fouling off that last pitch there.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball, foul down the third base line. Good play by Coach Carter to take the ball on the hop.
Yeah, good hands over there.
Soft hands.
So that's what you want with those coaches out there. If anything comes your way, make a play on it.
So it'll be 1-2. Here's Pearl's pitch to Fife. Ground ball up the middle. Pearl stabs at it. He's got it. Runs halfway over and underhand toss to Harju to get the out. 2 down.
Very nice play there by Pearl. It's one of those look what I found moments for sure. Taking it and making the play over there to first. Getting that second out of the inning.
2 outs. That'll bring Rodriguez to the plate. Rodriguez singled and scored in his last at bat. Or his correction, did not score, just singled. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Takes a called strike to begin the at bat here in the 5th.
Yep, he singled in his first at bat. He also drove in an RBI in his last one as well.
The ball is low and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. He got the Knights' first run. It led to 2 more in that inning. That was back in the 3rd. They did not add any in the 4th and are looking for a little 2-out rally here in the 5th. Montanez is on deck, hoping to get a chance at bat here in the 5th. Late breaking curve stays outside. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, his curve's looking really nice today.
Pitch stays low and in the dirt. Not sure how he made that call without checking with the umpire. 2-man crew. The home plate umpire cannot be the one to make a check swing call. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Rocco. You gotta use your help out there.
Swung on and missed. He got him. And that'll end the inning. So no runs, no hits, 2 more strikeouts from Pearl. He now has 7. We head to the top of the 6th. It's Cougars 8, Knights 3. Back live here in the top of the 6th. Swung on a drive by Lackey into right center field. That one's going to get off the wall. Lackey into second base. A stand-up double to start the inning. I apologize for stealing your thunder, Byron, but you can have the rest of the 6th.
Thank you very much. We just saw Lackey take that one all the way to the wall out there and drive it down there for a double to lead off the top of the 6th for Frederick. Looking to get some more runs here as they lead 8-3.
If you're the Frederick head coach, Rodney Bennett, you got to be happy to see that out of your players, because so often in this league, in Maryland JUCO, you would think, we got 5-run lead, we're pretty comfortable. Nope, these Cougars are still swinging for the fences.
May as well. The game's not over yet, and being this is the second game of the doubleheader, we're going to play 7 innings in this one as well.
Thomas takes a ball.
Yep, takes a ball. And it's going to be a 1-0 count. Thomas, this is his 3rd plate appearance of the day. So far, he has singled and scored. He flew out to second, and then he grounded out to third. 1 for 3 on the day so far. Pitch is going to miss low. Ball 2 now to Thomas. Wind is really whipping out here around CCBC Essex as we wait for the next pitch from Vietes. Vietes kicks and deals. Time.
Vietes called for a balk, so that pitch will not count.
So on the balk, Lackey's going to move up to third now with nobody out. Now it'll probably only take a ground ball somewhere to get Lackey home. You never want to see a balk, but even more so when you're trailing big like this, don't want to compound the situation with mistakes like that.
Infield moves in, Byron.
Thomas is heading the count 2-0. Ground ball over.
Oh!
It's a short. Rodriguez couldn't make a play on it. He almost got there, but just got up over his glove. Lackey's going to come around to score. It's going to be a 9-3 lead now as Thomas reaches first after that infield single.
Yeah, good piece of hitting. Got to give him the single on that because the infield was drawn in, crushed the ball at short. Andy Rodriguez had just a millisecond to move to his right, got the glove on it, but couldn't haul the ball in.
Yeah, it was a really hard hit ball. Jet Manning now stepping in. First pitch from Vietes. Ground ball to second. It's going to get through the hole there. Thomas rounding going to third. They're holding him at third. And Manning's going to stay on first. Good piece of hitting there by Manning.
Yeah,
moving Thomas over to third and then getting himself on first.
The Cougars have that approach and look on their face like they want to just put this game away now. Up 9-3. Head coach Mike Carter of the Knights coming out to talk to his right-handed hitter with runners at the corner.
Yeah, got to take a minute here and gather yourselves.
We're going to get pitching change, so after 2/3 of an inning and responsible for the runners at first and third, that'll be it for Vietes. It'll be Caleb Smith coming in to try and stop the bleeding. We'll be back in just a moment to give you some info on Smith. All right, we're back live here as Caleb Smith continues to warm up on the mound. And Byron, I was just telling you off air, for Caleb, this will be his 16th appearance. He's got 4 starts on the season, one of which came last Saturday against Montgomery College. He went the distance, in fact, retiring the last 13 hitters in a row as the Knights won it 8-3 on the season. Not looking too bad after some early season challenges.
Yeah, and it's a good thing he's coming in now. He may be the one to right the ship and prevent this Cougar offense from staying hot because they've been on fire pretty much all game.
Smith comes in. He's 3-3. 40 innings pitched. He's given up 50 hits, 27 earned runs, 20 strikeouts to 10 walks, and he's got an ERA of 6.08. First batter he'll face is Alex Aristi, excuse me. He's already got a 2-run homer, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs scored on the afternoon. Not a bad day at the ball yard.
And that's really his only official at-bat because he got hit by a pitch in his last one, and in the first one he had a sacrifice fly.
Good curveball to start the at-bat in there for strike 1.
Yeah, good job here by Smith coming in, getting a strike on the first guy he sees. That'll set the tone for the rest of his at-bat. Let's see what happens here. Next pitch.
Oh, jammed him.
Jammed.
And moving over.
Makes the catch. for the first out of the inning.
My apologies on that one, Byron.
It's okay. Again, teamwork. I appreciate it.
First out of the inning.
Yep, Aristi pops out to Rodriguez for the first out of the inning. Stepping in now is the first baseman, Brady Harju.
Yeah, he's got 2 RBIs on the day. He's also got a strikeout.
Yep, he's got 2 RBIs. He's got 2 hits, though. There's 2 singles and a strikeout with the RBI. Let's see what happens here as he faces Caleb Smith for the first time. Smith checking over the first. Nothing doing over there. Runners on the corners. Thomas at third. Manning at first. 1 out here. Smith, the first pitch. It's going to be a strike to Harju. We've seen those strikes be called all game long. As Manning not with too big a lead over there at first. There's Montanez holding him on over there. Pitch is fouled away on to the right field side.
It was a good curveball there from Smith. A lot of late break. Keeping it out of the zone.
Yeah, definitely a good pitch there from Smith. Keeping that thing away from Harju. It's an 0-2 count now. 0-2 pitch from Smith. Gets him to swing through it. And that's going to be strike 3 for Harju. He's going to sit down on strikes for the second out of the inning.
And for him, the second time today.
First time he went down looking. At least this time he went down swinging. But it's unfortunate. Didn't get the RBI he wanted. But now Thomas Gonzalez has a chance to pick his teammate up. He hit a 2-run homer earlier in the game as well. Last inning, matter of fact. This one's going to get driven through to center field. Thomas is going to come around to score. Manning's going to move up 90 feet to second base. Gonzalez gets the RBI. And that's going to extend the lead even more here.
It was just a good piece of hitting. Gonzalez got up to the plate. He looked like he was looking for one pitch, and he got it and sent it right back up the middle. That's his 3rd RBI of the day.
Yeah, he's been one of the cogs in this machine that's helped the Cougars work their way to this big lead. And now stepping in for the first time this game is Eric Dressler.
Manning went to second on that hit by Harju. Did not turn and make the attempt to go to third.
Dressler's first appearance of this game as he's filling in for Tyler Robinson. Pitches away, shot down the third base side. It's going to get over the head of Van Horn. Manning's going to come around to score. That's that ball rolled all the way to the wall. Manning's going to score, and that means that Gonzalez is going to come around to third. And Dressler, in his first appearance of this game, gets an RBI double.
Yeah, he went down. That ball was low and in, and he hooked it down the third baseline to drive in his first run and his first at-bat of the game. Increased the lead to 8.
Stepping up now is Nick Furman, second baseman for Frederick. First pitch of the at-bat. It's going to be low. Good job there by Hussar. Stop that from getting by him. Furman on the day is really 1 for 1, as he had 2 walks in his first 2 appearances, and he singled in his last one in the 5th inning. Time here is the dust bowl has returned.
Yeah, pretty intelligent call. Good play there. Furman stepping out, calling time, getting it granted. Too much going on.
Oh, definitely. It's tough to see the ball, I'd imagine, with all that dust flying around there. And you know. But anyway, pitch. Another good block there by Hussar.
Yeah, Hussar's been tested, unfortunately, all game long. Ball's in the dirt at his backhand. Ball's in the dirt to his left.
Yeah, pitchers haven't done a good job of helping him out, that's for sure. 2-0 pitch to Furman. He's going to get off the bat here. Looked like he didn't want to swing, but he brought the bat head around enough for it to make contact with the ball. And it's going to be a 2-1 count now to Furman. 2-1 count now to Furman. 2 outs on the inning. Pitch now. Grounded over in the hole. Rodriguez dives. Can't make the play as it gets into left field.
Two more 2-out runs.
2 runs are going to score now as both Gonzalez and Manning come around to score. Or Dressler and Manning come around to score, rather. So Furman's going to have another RBI here. Or a first RBI in this game, rather. On the 2-out single.
And Mike Carter out to the mound again. His second trip this inning. It's now a 13-3 lead. And at this point now, even though the inning is not over, the Knights are going to have to score a run in the bottom of the 6th in order to continue this game, because now the mercy rule comes into effect in a 7-inning doubleheader game. If a team is ahead by 10 after 5 completed innings, at any point after 5 completed innings, mercy rule comes into effect. So the Knights not only have to get one more out, but they're going to have to score some runs in the 6th, at least one at this point, to continue this game. And for the Knights to pitch is going to be Jonathan Coos. Coos is going to make his 10th appearance today. Coming in, he's 0-4. He's had 5 starts, 29 2/3 innings, 20 earned runs on the season, 25 strikeouts, 40 walks. He's given up 3 home runs and has pitched to a 6.07 ERA. We'll be back in just a moment with the conclusion of the top of the 6th.
We're back here at CCBC Essex after the pitching change for Essex. Like Rocco said, Jonathan Coos has come in to relieve Caleb Smith. And stepping in to face Coos for the first time is Ryan Fowler.
This is the point of the game, or in the inning rather, where I'm hoping Fowler just grounds out to end the inning, because if not, then we got to start crossing innings out, because they would have batted around.
Yeah, scorebook's going to get a little messy if that happens, as that first pitch is a strike from Coos. Fowler sends one high in the air to left field. It's getting over his head. And it's going to get down out there. Oh, no, catch, rather.
Yeah, Leon made that catch.
I thought it got down, but no. Leon made the catch, and that's going to do it for the top of the 6th inning. Frederick has extended the lead to 13-3 now. We'll be back for the bottom half of the 6th to see if Essex can get one run to stay in the game. And we are back here at CCBC Essex Field, where the Knights need one run to try and stay in this game, as Frederick came up in their half of the inning and scored 5 to make it 13-3. Leading off for the Knights is Caleb Chase Montanez. Still facing Doug Pearl. Pitch is going to miss outside. They're ball 1.
Pearl coming into the inning, 7 strikeouts this afternoon.
Knights last half of that last inning went 3 out, 3 down. Now this one also misses for ball 2. 2 strikeouts and a ground out to the pitcher was the fate for the Knights last inning. That one's going to miss as well. 3-0 count now to Montanez. Montanez doing a good job laying off. Pitch is not getting himself into trouble here. 3-0 from Pearl. That one's in the zone. 3-1 count now to Montanez. In his last plate appearance, Montanez grounded out. And he's going to be rewarded with a walk here, as he works the count to 3-1 and gets the last one to miss low in the zone. So Montanez is on with nobody out. There's the 1 run right there for Mike Fisher, as he steps into the plate with an 0 for 2 day so far, with a strikeout and a ground out to second base. First pitch from Pearl's going to miss high. Montanez now a little lead over there. Pitch from Pearl popped up, and that's going to get out of play here. The count's going to be even at 1 as it bounces behind us on the concrete.
Yeah, I think they heard that.
Keep me on my toes, man.
Yeah, pretty good acoustics.
Yeah, for sure.
Dynamic mics.
Pitch to Fisher here. He's going to swing through the curveball. It's fouled off, rather. And it's going to be a 1-2 count now. Fisher trying to stay in this at bat and try and move that runner over. Somehow get that run in, ball in the gap. Might score Montanez here. Blocked behind the plate there. It's Dressler. Now it's 2-2. Pearl has pitched, well, a gem of a game so far, as that one is sent into center field. Aristi is under it and makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
I'll bring up Valdez. Valdez had a pretty good at bat, although it ended in a strikeout his last time up. Worked 6 pitches out of Pearl. Hopefully he's not too overly aggressive here, understands the state of this game, and try and working it back.
Yeah, you don't need to do too much here. Just try and just get a hit anywhere. Keep the inning going. Set up for your other teammates. First pitch to Valdez is going to miss away and high. Ball 1. Just couldn't quite get on top of that one.
Wind picking up again down here.
I think this one will be in Essex favor, as if they can get one to go, and they just drove one out, and it's going to be actually a foul ball. It's going to get out right field side here. Count's going to be even at 1. Let's see if Valdez can find the jet stream here, if he gets one up in the air. Pitch to Valdez. Another one that's jammed off. Off foul here. 1-2 count now to Valdez. Last plate appearance of Valdez, he struck out. Looking to remedy that situation here. This one's going to miss. Low and inside as it gets on the dirt. 2-2 count. Mike Fisher went even Well, it went even in his last at bat before flying out to center field. Let's see what Valdez can do here with the count even at 2. Pitches away. That stays up and misses. Full count now. Good job here by Valdez. Next pitch here, full count. Grounded to second. It's gonna get over the head of Furman as it took a hop off the grass there. So moving up 90 feet is Montanez. He's gonna get to second base now, and Valdez is gonna have a single, his second hit of the game.
Yeah, definitely a single. Second baseman Furman went down, had the glove positioned, and when the ball came off the lip of that grass, just went right over top of his head. He never had a play on it.
Yeah, it took a crazy hop over his head, and now Nick Leon has a chance here to get that one run in. They need to stay in. And that one is popped out into center field. Aristi is there, makes the play. Runner's not going to tag up. So there's 2 outs in the inning as Leon sees one pitch and pops it out to center field.
So things will rest on the shoulders of Will Van Horn. 2 walks and 2 plate appearances today.
Stole the words right out of my mouth, Bronco.
You want him back?
Will Van Horn's the last chance here for the Knights. He's got 2 walks on the day. Let's see if he can make something happen here. Runners on second and first as he sees strike 1. As the runner did not tag, Montanez did not tag up from second on that play. That last pitch missed down low. It's a 1-1 count here. Pearl is set and deals. He called it a strike there as Van Horn had to move out of the way of that one. But strike regardless. 1-2 count now to Van Horn. Pitch from Pearl's gonna miss down low. Back even at 2 here. Back even at 2 here. As Will Van Horn's the last opportunity here for the Knights to stay in this game. This Montanez on second. It is the tying run. And that's going to be strike 3, and that's going to do it for this one, folks. Montanez is stranded at second base, and that's going to wrap this one up here as the 10-run rule is in effect. The Frederick Cougars will walk away victorious in this one, 13-3.
Yeah, the winning pitcher today, Byron, for Frederick, Doug Pearl. He goes the entire distance of this game, 6 innings. He gives up 7 hits on, gives up 3 runs on 7 hits. His team did commit 1 error. The Knights starting pitcher, Victor Feliz, he's going to get the loss. And I'm taking a look at the final lines of the game for Frederick, 13 runs on 13 hits, 1 error. The Knights, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. At the end of this game, and moving some records here in the division, Frederick will move to 10-2 in the Region 20 Division 2 standings. The Knights fall to 4-10, still sitting in 8th and final playoff spot for the Region 20. It will come down to Saturday for the Knights as they travel to College of Southern Maryland for a doubleheader that will decide who takes control of that 8th and final playoff spot. Will it be the Knights or will it be the Hawks? And will that game be delayed because there's bad weather in the forecast? You'll have to tune in to ccbcessexknights.com and follow us on Twitter at CCBC Essex Sports to see what happens for this weekend. But for right now, we're going to sign off. And for my interns, Bailey Heller, Joey Gallo, and Matt Ryan, and my broadcast partner, Byron Reed, this is Rocco Jeppy saying so long, where once again the final score, Frederick sweeps the doubleheader with a Game 2 victory, 13-3.